Yeah, it's been a memorable game for everyone, and one man, it's been super memorable. Ravichandran Ashwin, 100th game, 9 wickets in the match, 26 overall. Just talk to us about whatever emotions you're going through right now, Ashwin.
Actually, I'm very happy. I don't know. I can't really put a wrap around how I'm feeling right now, because there's been quite a lot that's happened over the last week or so. A lot of news before the game about the 100 test. A lot of well-wishers came forward, wished me some great previews by the media team of the BCCI. So yeah, overwhelmed actually. A lot of well-wishers have come forward and sent me messages. But to have a good game in terms of wickets is what a bowler can ask for.
Ash, I've got the first man to reach 100 test matches for India sitting alongside me, the legend Sunny G. He's going to ask you the next one.
Well, all I can say is I didn't even get a half century in my 100 test in both the innings, but you got a fifer. So that must make you feel really pleased, isn't it?
Yeah, actually, through the series, I've gone to different actions, different speeds, different releases, all because India is one place where we play in so many venues, and every surface requires a different sort of skill set to be executed. But overall, I was really pleased with the way the ball came out in this game, particularly, Sunny Bhai. Even though I might have gone for a few big hits, it's probably because of the fact that the ball is hanging and it's threatening both sides of the blade. So I was probably the most pleased with this performance and the second innings at Ranchi.
Well, the delivery that you got Bope out, I mean, the way it straightened up just that little bit, it was just amazing. You had bowled one that had gone between bat and pad for byes, missing the leg stump by a whisker, and then you bowled this one because it created doubt in his mind. Terrific, absolutely terrific to watch that.
No, actually, in India, sometimes the beauty is what's gone by, right? And largely, cricket is a game that's played between the two sides of your head here, because what went by was definitely playing on his head. I was expecting him to probably reverse a sweep, and yeah, that happened just way too quickly. It looks like a lot is happening because the new ball is biting off the surface. So that's a time where you can really utilize if you can gauge the batsman properly. Yeah, it was one good spell that I went through this morning, and I was able to pick the batsman's particular shot as well.
Ash, you mentioned the different actions, the different releases. Look, as a spinner, it's very tough, isn't it, to be so courageous to try that when you know certain things are working. In spite of that, you try and do different things. How do you manage to do that?
Firstly, like I said, I'm least bit insecure about what people feel about me. I know as a cricketer or anybody at the top level of any other profession will have to take it when they get criticized by the experts, and this is one such case as well. But I've kept my ears and eyes open. I've listened to good feedback, good criticisms, and taken it on board. But unless I try, I'd never be able to learn. So I lock away what I learn, I lock away what the limitations of a particular learning is, and then go ahead, and if I'm confident of trying and executing something, I go ahead and do it, and I don't want to hold back.
Well, that's been the highlight of your career all the time, because you've always been a student of the game. That's been seen how you're trying to get better every match, with a variety of deliveries, the different delivery actions, the different run-ups that you have. I mean, that's fascinating to watch, how the mind is working, trying to outfox the batter. So, I mean, I can only say that, a lot of good players of spin bowling will be thinking 100 times how to cope up with you. And we heard that from Joe Root before this test match began.
Sunny Bhai, actually, I feel times have rolled along, and in a way, with the number of footages that you get and the video analysis that's going right now, and how frequently you play cricket amongst the top test nations, the batters are constantly prepared, and they can line you up beautifully if you're the same person that you keep coming. Of course, there will be phases where you can keep it there and thereabouts tight. You will find good lengths in certain spells, but that's just not good enough to dismiss some good batters. I'm not saying sticking to one method won't work. Thankfully, I am one of those who's experimented and learned, and it's worked for me. I can't say this is the method that somebody else should skin, but nevertheless, with all the analysis and footages going around, it's better that you stay on top of it.
Ash, do you believe in great karma, because you kept juggling the ball between you and Kuldeep Yadav in that first innings when he took the fifer, and you take it fair and square in the second?
Look, I think the far end of this particular ground, I mean, maybe you can call it the hill end, I don't know what it is, but from there I just felt like there's a bit more bite of the surface, and from the other side there's a bit more speed of the surface. So I think if you can use it really well as you execute your skills, you'll learn about it. It really works. And with the new ball especially, I got some bounce and kick today, and that was really, really good. And in the first innings, I think Kuldeep, when he came on from the other side, he was able to utilize it. And all in all, I thought the way ball's coming out of Kuldeep's hand is just unbelievable. watching a wrist spinner in such flow, and the kind of switches he's been able to make through the series, and especially over the last 10 months, is so heartening to see. I can't be more happy for somebody.
Thanks for your time. Many congratulations on your 100 test matches. Wishing you many more.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Anibhai. Thanks, Murli. Cheers.